Hello everyone, this is part 30 of our playlist Full Stack Python. In this video, we are going to study about nested loop, okay? Nested looping statement. So what is nesting looping statement? Nesting looping statement is nothing but loop inside the loop, loop inside the loop. For example, we have for loop. So like for loop, I in list like that, list 1 and column. And we are writing for j in list 2. So this for loop known as outer for loop, and this is known as inner for loop, inner inner for loop. Okay, and collectively these are known as nested. Okay, these are known as nested looping statement. Okay, so we will see in detail what is nested looping statement. We will do lots of program. We will do many programming exercises as well. Okay, so first of all, we understand the definition. Defining a loop statement within looping statement is called nested looping statement. Okay, defining a looping statement within looping statement is called nested looping statement. Means loop inside a loop. Okay, so nested, we have nested for loop in Python, and we have nested while loop in Python. Nested while loop means uh, a loop inside a while loop, a inner while loop inside the outer while loop. Okay, so nested for loop inside for loop is called nested for loop. This is a simple definition. You can say for loop inside the for loop inside for loop is called nested for loop. All right. So let's see the syntax of the for loop. So for is a keyword. This is the variable name, user defined variable, and in and iterables. Okay. What is this? Iterables. So this is known as outer loop. This is outer loop, and we have for variable name in iterable. Okay. In place of iterable, you can write list, string, range, anything. Okay. And these are the statement. Statement one and statement two, and we have statement three. Okay. So can you tell me in the outer for loop, how many statements are there? Yes, can you tell me how many statements are there? So there are two statements in outer for loop. So one is this and second is this. Okay, see indentation. Okay, these are the two statements inside the outer for loop. And how many statements are there inside the inner for loop? So we have two statements, statement one and statement. Remember. Okay. So for example, write a program to generate table from 1 to 5. We have to generate table from 1 to 5. So we will write for num, which is user defined, in range. Okay, 1 to 6. Why 1 to 6? So if we write 6, so it will exclude the 6. It will not include the 6. It will take 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5. Okay, because 6 will not include. Okay, then inner for loop, I in range 1 to 11. 1 to 11 means 1 to 10. Okay, it will execute from 1 to 10. And each number of time, what is happening? Number multiplied by I. Number not multiply by, this will print as it is, x will print as it is, and this is the multiplication here, number multiplied by I. So this is the, see, in the inner for loop, we write the logic for what? For generate a table logic we write inside the inner for loop. And in the outer for loop we just repeat this logic, whatever logic inside the inner for loop, we repeat with the help of outer for loop, that logic. Okay, so it will repeat how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This logic, inner for loop logic, repeat 5 times. Okay, so what will happen? So number value is initially 1. So I, it will come inside the inner for loop. I start from 1 and it will go to till 10. So what will happen? Number value is 1 and I is 1. Okay. See, for example, I will, let's write number and let's write I. Okay. So if number value is 1, so it will execute how many times? It will execute 10 times. 1, 2, 3 up to 10. Okay. Because 11 it will not include. And in 10 time, what will happen? This particular process will happen. Number multiply. So number multiply, this will execute this print f. How many time it will execute? 10 time. Again, I num value is 2, and then again it will execute, inner for loop execute 10 time again. So for each number, it will execute 10 time. Let's say 3, so it will execute how many time? 10 time. All right. So this is logic. Let's run this program. Let's write the program. So in order to write program, we will open ideally. Okay, ideally is nothing but integrated development running environment. Okay, everyone, and this is the scripting mode. So I will take a new file, which is programmable mode, and I will save this file. Okay, desktop, full stack Python programs, and I will give name like main15.py. Okay, so here I will write. So first I will write outer for loop and num in range. Okay, range 1 to 1 to 11, or we can say 1 to 6. If 1 to 6 means 1 to 6 means it will run start from 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. 6 will not include, so I will remove 6. Okay, because 6 is stop value. Stop value not include. Now I will write. Okay, I missed colon here. Okay. Now I will write inner for loop. In inner for loop, we write the logic. So we are writing program for printing the table. Okay. So I will write table logic inside the inner for loop, like I in range. Okay. So 1 to 11 because I want to print 1 to 10. I want to print till 1 to 10. Okay. So it will execute 1, 2, 3 up to 10. Okay. 11 will not include. Now I will write the logic for print table. I will print table from 1 to 5. Okay, so 1 multiply by this values, then 2 multiply with these values 1 to 10, and 3 multiply by these all values, then 4 multiply with all these values. Okay, and 5 is also multiply with all inner for loop values. So what I will do now? Now I will write logic in print, and I will use f string. Okay, why I am using f string? So that I can write variable in string in a single line. So I will write num. Okay, and x symbol, which is nothing but it will represent multiplication. Then I. Okay, I. Now I will write equals to. Now I will multiply now. So number multiply by I, because this number 1 multiply by all iteration. So inner for loop execute 10 times. For one it will execute 10 times. For 2 it will execute 10 times. Okay, like that. All right, everyone. So now we will print. Now we will run the code. Okay, let's see whether error is there or not. So this is how we can print. This is how we can print table. Like, okay, I value is not coming. I is printing as it is. Let's see what's the problem. So we have to give. We want to print the variable data. So I will put curly braces. All right. Now I will again run. So now our output is correct. So 1 into 1 is 1. 2 into 1 is 2. 3. So this is how we can print table. Okay, everyone. Okay, so write a program to generate factorial of all numbers from 1 to 5. Okay, so what are the numbers? 1 factorial is nothing but 1, 2 factorial is 2, 3 factorial is 6, 4 factorial is 24, 5th factorial is 120. Okay, factorial is nothing but, for example, 3 factorial. 3 factorial is nothing but 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, so this is nothing but 6. This is nothing but 6. So 3 factorial is 6. Okay, so here is the logic of our program. We will write for loop. This is known as outer for loop. Okay, so it will repeat from 1 to 5 because 6 will not include 6 will not include. It will execute till 1 to 5. And we have variable inside the for loop like fact equals to 1. Initial value of fact is 1. Now what we will do, we write logic inside the inner for loop. We write the logic of factorial. We will write factorial logic. So here is our inner for loop. I start from 1, and in range it will include number plus 1. So initially number value is what? 1. So 1 plus 1 1 plus 1 is 2. So it will run from 1 to 2. 1 to 2 means 2 is a stop value, so it will run one time. For the second value it will run two times because 2 plus 1 is 3, so it will run 1 and 2 times because 3 will not include. For example, 3 num plus 1 means 4. Num value is 3 plus 1 is 4. So it will run 1, 2, and 3 times. Alright, this is how. And this is the simple logic of factorial. Fact equals to fact into I. What is the I value? I value is initially 1, then 2, and then 3, then 4, then 5. Okay, because it is stopping num plus 1. Num value is 1. Initially num value is 1. So it will run for one time and then second time. So this is the logic. So let's write the factorial. Let's write the code as well. So for loop, outer for loop is what? Outer for loop is for repetition. Okay, repetition of our logic. Range I will write start from 1 to 6. Okay, 6 will exclude. For I in range start from I and start from 1 and num plus 1. Okay, and what? I will write factorial logic. Fact equals to fact into I. Then now I have to explain the initialize the variable. Fact equals to 1. Alright, now what I will do? I will print the factorial. So I will write print. Okay, so factorial, like I will write f string. Okay, so here I will write now factorial is, so real is, now I will write fact. Okay, so this is how we can create our program. Let's see whether it's running fine or not. Okay, so 1 factorial is 1 and 2 factorial. Okay, we did some mistake. We did some mistake. What is the mistake we have done? Num plus 1 is fine. This is also fine. Number 10. Is that correct? Okay, we have to write out inside the outer for loop, not the inner for loop. Okay, we have to write inside the outside the inner for loop. This is what? This is indentation. This is indentation of inner for loop, and this is indentation of outer for loop. Okay, so how many statements are there inside the outer for loop? 1, 2, and 3. 3 statements are there inside the outer for loop. How many statements are there in inner for loop? So 1 only. Okay, with the help of indentation, we can recognize. Okay, so 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial is 2, and 3 factorial is 6, 4 factorial is 24, 5th factorial is 120. Okay, like this. Now, write a program to print prime number from 2 to 20. Write a program to print prime number from 2 to 20. Okay, so we already discussed about prime number logic. Okay, I already told you if you want to write a prime number series from 2 to 20, then you will use outer for loop for the repetition. I am repeating it 2 to 21. 21 means 20. So this many time of our logic will repeat. What is the logic inside the inside what? Inside inner for loop. Okay, so if number is divided completely divisible by I is what? I is what? I is 1 and num plus 1 is a stop value of I. So if there is a prime number, for example 4, 4 is non-prime number, so it can divide by 1, it can divide by 2, it can divide by 3. So how many dividend are there? 3. So C value is 3. If C value is 3, it is not prime. For example, if I have 2, 2 is what? 2 can divide by 1, 1 can divide 2, and 2 also can divide. Other than 1 and 2, no number can divide 2. So C value is 2. 1 and 2. C value is 2. So C value is 2. So it is what? It is a prime number. See, for example, 7. 7 is divisible by 1, but 7 not divisible by 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 7. So C value is what? C value is 2. 1 and 2. So it is prime. So C value is 2. We are checking. C value is 2. So we will say prime. So this is how we can print the prime number. So we will write the logic. We will write the code for this. Okay. So for I or num in range, and I will write from 2 to 21 because I have to print 2 to 20 between 2 to 20 prime numbers. Okay. Then I will write for I in range 1, then num plus 1. Okay, and I will write logic now. So what's the logic? If number modulus I completely divisible and it's giving 0, it's what I'm doing. I will increase C value. So I have to initialize C also. C initially is 0. Okay, after outer for loop, this is the intent of outer for loop. I will come out from the inner for loop. So after coming inner for loop, I will check if C value equals to 2, then it's mean number is prime. What is the number? We can say this. I will use F string and I will say num is prime. Alright, this is how I can generate prime number series. Okay. Our logic is this. We write logic inside the outer for loop. Okay. So outer for loop is for what? Repetition, and this for loop is for logic. Okay. I hope you are getting. So 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number, 7 is prime number. Those number having 2 factorials only, factors only. So it means that is a prime number. These are the prime. So for example, if I want to print this pattern, so what I will do? I will write this code. Okay. So it will start this. So J and we have I. Okay. And we are printing. Printing what? We are printing 1. Okay. So and this print function is for new line. This will change the line. Okay. So if J value is 1, so I will inner for loop run how many times? 5 times because 6 will not include. So it will run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. For when I value is 2, when sorry, this for loop J value is 2, so inner for loop repeat again how many times? 4 and 5. Okay. Let's say now J value is 5. Again it will repeat 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And each time it will print 1. Okay, for this it will print 1 1. For this it will print again 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 1. For this line also it will print 1 1 1 1. For the last line also it will print 1 1 1 1. So this is the logic simply. Okay, this is for repetition and we are repeating this inner loop. Okay, and this is for new line. See how we can generate this pattern. I will write for, okay, j in range from 1 to 6. Alright, now I will write I in, okay, for I in range. Range is a data type, okay, from 1 to 6. Okay. Each time I will print one and end with, if I will not mention explicitly, so it will end with new line, but I'm saying end with space. Okay, and after come out from the inner for loop, change the line. Okay, this is a code simple. So this is how we can print. Okay, for example, if you want to print star star, so instead of one, you can give star. Simple. So this is how you can print star as well. Alright. Second pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we have to print. So what we will do? Nothing but just we will print I value. Okay, I will run 1 to 5 for each value. Okay, for each outer loop, it will run 5 times. So instead of this, I will write I7. Okay, then what will happen when I run the code? So this will print. Okay, and if I print, if I write, if I write j instead of I, so what will happen? 1, 1, 1, and 2, 2, 2, and 3, 3, it will print. Let me run the code. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. It is printing. Okay. So whatever you are seeing here, so these are known as rows. So this is rows R1, R2, R5. Okay, and these are the columns. These are the column 5. These are the columns. Okay, so you can debug like this for row number 1. So row number 1 is what? Outer for loop. So inner for loop run how many times? 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can say for one row for R1 it will generate how many columns? 5 columns. 5 columns. Okay, because inner for loop generate columns, and each column we are putting R value. What is the R value? Initially R value is 1. So we will put 1, 1, 1. Okay, now what will happen? Line will change and R value will increase. R value is 2 for row 2. It will again generate how many columns? 5 columns. Okay. And what it will print? R value. What is the R value? 2. So it will print 2, 2 like that. Okay. So these are all the pattern you can practice. I will provide the note in the description. You can practice from there. Okay, everyone. So these are the simple patterns you can practice. You can understand. Just remember, everyone remember, inner for loop is for logic. We write the logic inside the inner for loop, and with the help of outer for loop, we repeat the logic. To repeat the logic. That's simple. For example, if you know the factorial logic, factorial, sorry, the correct spelling. For example, if you know the factorial logic, then you can print the series of factorial with the help of outer for loop. You can repeat the logic with the help of outer for loop. You can repeat the logic. So simple. If you know the prime number logic with the help of outer for loop, you can repeat that logic and you will get the prime number as well. Okay, so everyone please practice. And this is a very important program for learning or understanding nested for loop or for loop. So please everyone practice. I will provide this notes link in the description. You can find all the link inside the description box. Okay, so thank you everyone for giving me your valuable time. Keep on practice. Okay, when you practice so much, so your brain always think logic. Okay, so you don't need to push your brain to think logic or certain thing. Then you can solve the hacker rank problem as well if you will do code by your own. Code is important. Okay, everyone, do not miss coding. Okay, be happy and code. Okay, everyone, be happy always. Always keep a smile on your face. All right, bye everyone. Thanks for giving your time.